What is up with Skoda Octavia? In a segment that's dying, this could be the last hurrah. Skoda has always been a perfect stepping ground for consumers before buying a full-on premium car. It gives you a perfect balance of power, premiumness, luxury, and the service cost of owning a premium car. And the Octavia has never disappointed. Launched first in 2002, it has attracted families and enthusiasts equally. It can easily be said as the perfect Skoda, simply clever. In its 19 years and 4 generations, it has passed all expectations and provided a strong relationship of trust and loyalty with the brand. Trust me when I say this, back in my days with Skoda, I've seen so many customers exchange their older Skodas for new one. The DSG gearbox coupled with the TDI engine was a high people wanted. In this mix, the Octavia is easily the special middle kid in the Skoda family. With the right price, size and power, the third gen Octavia was much loved and was available in a huge number of variants, right from the 1.4-litre turbocharged petrol manual to the bonkers VRS. And now we have the all-new 2021 Skoda Octavia in its 4th generation. With its sharp and sleek looks, it is safe to say that the car has matured and is here to talk business. But did Skoda end up bringing knives to the gunfight? The new Octavia is much wider, taller and longer, which means more headroom and legroom despite its sloping roof design. It is also much safer than its predecessor, scoring 5 stars in the Euro NCAP crash test rating, and also gets a host of new generation features like the virtual cockpit, 10-inch touchscreen system, blind spot monitoring and park assist, but still lacks few features for its class and pricing. For starters, the D segment is dead. Civic, Jetta, Altis all are gone. The Elantra is there, but it's just there. So the Octavia is up against Goliaths. And these Goliaths have powerful diesel engines with an automatic gearbox, which Skoda has clearly forgotten. Yes, I'm aware Skoda is not going to sell any more diesel engines in India, but when you're fighting against giants, you better bring all the ammunition, especially when Skoda is selling diesel Octavias in European countries where emission norms are much more stricter than India. Keeping the dirty fuel problem aside, the new generation Octavia is powered by a new generation engine, a 2-litre TSI engine lifted from the Skoda Superb. It produces 190 bhp and a staggering 320 Nm of torque, which means the car hits 0 to 100 in just 6.9 seconds. Now that is fast. Mated to an all-new 7-speed DSG gearbox. Forget seeing the Octavia in a manual transmission, you don't even get a gear lever. What you get is a gear switch, which is a design language carried down from Porsche and Audi thanks to an all-new 7-speed DSG gearbox, which allows for tighter packaging. The Octavia is based on the MQB Evo platform, which is an evolution of the older modular Querbextan platform, which also shares a lot of parts with Audi, Volkswagen and Seat. All good things aside, what was Skoda thinking when they were pricing the car? 25.99 lakh for the style variant and 28.99 lakh for the LNK top of the line variant. Now this pricing, along with the fact that there is no other D-segment sedan to compare with, puts the Octavia against the likes of SUVs. SUVs such as the Jeep Compass, which for cheaper gets you a diesel engine, a 4-wheel drive system and the most important thing, a panoramic sunroof, which the Skoda Octavia does not get. Now, according to the Indian buying mindset, a sunroof decides whether a car is premium or not. While the global models of the Skoda Octavia have a panoramic sunroof, I do not understand why the Indian models don't, especially after Motor Octane mentioning that the 4th gen Octavia has a sunroof in one of their older articles. The 3rd generation Octavia was very frugally priced, which was one of the major contributing factors for its huge success. Even the VRS variant of the older Octavia hardly costed about 32-33 lakh rupees on road. While Skoda has confirmed that the 4th generation will get a VRS, it is ought to be a CBU unit, which further bumps the price up. Now this price game could turn out to be costly for Skoda. Another compromise has happened in the suspension department. The new Octavia gets softer suspension and softer dampening. Now this is to better smoothen out the road and give a plush ride, but in search for luxury, the sportiness of the car has been compromised. It is not new seeing a lot of sedans moving towards this sort of an approach, starting with the Honda City all the way up to the Octavia, but one of the strong points of the older Octavia was its ride and handling package. I'm very sure this will hardly be noticed by the average consumer, as the 190 bhp will keep you busy and the virtual cockpit along with the infotainment system will keep you engaged. As for the enthusiast, you know where these Bilstein suspensions at. The current situation of the Octavia pushes us to wonder what is the future for these sedans. One must understand that these so-called SUVs are not the answer of everything. Unless and until you're going to use your car for off-roading or you're going to take the rough way out, you do not need these so-called SUVs. A sedan is just fine. The elegance, power and luxury provided by a sedan cannot be given by these SUVs. It just pacifies you with a fake sense of safety. By sitting up and having a good all-round view does not mean that you're in a safe place. The higher you sit, the more you're prone for rollovers. It is not without a reason that almost all luxury cars in the world are sedans. A fun fact about Skoda, you must have heard a lot of older customers from the Laura onwards telling they don't get that rigidity feel in the Octavia. Well, that is true. The Laura was based on the PQ35 chassis, which was shared by the Laura, the Audi A4 and the Audi A5, which was a fixed chassis, so it was much more heavier. While from the 3rd gen Octavia, they shifted to the MQB platform, which is basically like a jigsaw. So you have these core components which can be stretched, kept in different lengths and filled with solenoids. So basically it is more rigid and it is more lighter. Also, the 4th gen Octavia, being a petrol, gets no exhaust pipe. If you like this video, you know what to do. Do hit the like button, do subscribe, do share it with your friends and head up to our Instagram if you want to buy the all new Skoda Octavia.